Hello, I'm Miss Marisa. Today we're in the kitchen and we're going to be learning to make applesauce for today's lesson. So the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure we wash our hands with water and soap for 20 seconds and get all the supplies that we need. So here's what you're going to need for today to make this applesauce. You're going to want a cutting board, also a knife. You're going to want some measuring spoons and a measuring cup. Cinnamon, salt, either a lemon with a lemon squeezer or lemon juice. And you're going to need a pot. And you're going to need apples, of course, for the applesauce. So I have 6 apples here, and I want to make my applesauce super delicious. And to do that, I want to have a variety of apples. So you can use whatever apples you want for applesauce, but if you have a variety of apples, so all different types of apples, colors, texture, taste, it's all going to mix up and make a really delicious applesauce because you're going to taste all those different flavors and they're going to mix up really well. So here I have 6 apples that I'm going to use in my applesauce. All right, let's get started. When you're using a knife, make sure that you have an adult supervising you the whole time. And you're also going to want to make sure that you rinse off your apples with water before you start. So all my apples have been rinsed and dried, and we're ready to cut them. So the first cut you make is always going to want to be a cut that's going to keep this round fruit from rolling around. So I'm going to slice off this part here, just right next to the core, and I'm going to hold it firmly using my bear claw hand positioning. So that way I know that I'm not going to cut into any of my fingers while I do this. So we want to make sure we hold down our fruit firmly, and we're going to cut down right next to the core. So now I can flip my apple and it's on a flat surface and it's not going to wiggle around. And I can make my next cut. I'm just cutting around the core. And the final cut. Alright, so now we can just get rid of this piece. And I'll just cut these chunks in half. Still using my bear claw fingering here. And that all goes into the pot. And I'm going to repeat that with all the rest of the 5 apples. Now we're going to place our knife back on the cutting board, and we can see that we have all of our delicious, different colored, different textured, different tasting apples all in one bowl, and they're going to mix together to make a really nice applesauce. So now into our bowl, we're going to add our extra ingredients. So you're going to add in the juice from half a lemon. So you need a fresh lemon and a lemon squeezer. or you can add in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So I have a lemon, so I'm just going to cut it in half. And so the way this works, you open it up, put the lemon, the flat side in, and I'm just going to squeeze it until all of the juice goes into my cup. So now I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of cinnamon, or any more. I'm going to sprinkle that in, along with 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Oops, a little bit extra there. All right, and then I'm going to add in half a cup of water. Again, all right, now it's time to put this on the stove top. We're going to put this on medium heat, and we're going to let it sit until it boils. So we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to check on the applesauce, and we can see that it's starting to boil. So what we're going to do is turn our heat all the way down to low, which means it's going to be simmering. I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. And we're going to place the top back on. And we're going to set a timer. So it's been 15 minutes. Let's check on our applesauce. Give it a little stir. It's already starting to mush up a bit, which is really nice. I'm going to cover back up and let it sit for another 15 minutes. So I'm just going to mash this around a little bit with my spoon. And it looks like it's done. You can add a little bit more salt, a little bit more cinnamon if you need to. But you can just let this cool and you're all set to try it out.